know you want to blink like me. I know you want to vogue like me. Who am I? B-double-O-T to the Z. I know you want to be like me. I know you want to blink, blink, blink. I know you want to blink, blink, blink. I know you want to blink like me. It's a feminine. It's a feminine. How my name is feminine blink like me. It's a feminine, feminine blink like me. It's a feminine, feminine blink.
And while I'm taking over, what I need y'all to do is tell me about this Ray J situation. Okay, so I gotta go over what I heard. This is the only reason I'm here tonight, y'all. Okay, because I just ate me a good pork chop. My kitchen is finally done. I ate me a good pork chop and I want to go. But prior to me going, let me go ahead and elaborate on something real quick. So I just dropped a reading on Andrew Cardwell. And when I dropped that reading, I felt bad. I have to be honest with you. I get carried away on my show and I start talking about exacerbatingly how I feel about certain things. And in that moment, I will tell you the truth. Andrew Cardwell became a flesh acheron for people who are disingenuous. And a lot of the things that I said, like, you know, at the end of the video when I was like, it's talking about niggas be having a whole family and shit like that. Well, that don't apply to him. I wasn't trying to allude everything I was saying to him. But what I will say is that I don't renege on anything that I said. You are gay. But when I was saying that, I was saying it to everybody who acts like you. I also do not believe, I don't believe in conversionism. I just don't. I do not believe that you can pray the gay out of someone. I don't believe that, you know, you can change what your anatomy is telling you that you are attracted to. It's the same energy that animals have to be attracted towards one another and know that they are going to mate. There's something that has happened in the cosmos or in our sexuality that lets us know we're attracted to the same sex. And heterosexual people don't understand that. Y'all don't get that. Y'all think that we're choosing to wake up and want to suck a damn dick. We're not doing that, and that is the point I was trying to make. Now, Andrew Cardwell, what you did was you made a spectacle out of yourself in church because you're what the South calls a church faggot. I don't suggest you use that word. It is not a good word to use. But you grew up in the church, and before you made it on social media, church was your clout. That's what that was. So for you to go up there and show the other individuals who could have been in the audience that God has delivered you from something, you are the epitome of what I don't like. Okay? Or that aspect of you. Now, I also want to break this down too and tell y'all this. People in the public, we don't know them. We do not know them. I don't know him. I don't know Nicki Minaj not to like her. What we are reading and what we are basing our opinions on is their public persona. Okay? And for you to sue over that is cool. And I'm not talking about Andrew Cardwell because I really don't believe he got the coin to sue because he's faking a goddamn Ms. Maserati commercial. I looked over there because y'all got to peep the scene before they come for you, know, shade. I'm talking about Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj says she's going to sue everybody that come for her. Now, the only reason I believe that her legal team is actually going to go after this shit is because I remember illegally downloading My Pink Friday when it first came out, and Young Money sent me a letter to my house. And I wish I still had that motherfucking letter. They sent me a letter to my house and told me that I am illegally sourcing My Pink Friday. Now, mind you, at the time, I didn't really know how torrents and shit work. What lipstick we wearing? Let's go dramatic because we finna read Ray J. Basically, I didn't know that I was seeding it at all. And at that time, what that means is when you seed it, that means other people are downloading it from your device. So they sent me something in the mail. And I was like, oh my God, like, how the fuck did you get my address and shit like that? But that was before I was programming my own website and I knew about IP addresses and shit like that. So look, I'm going to say this. Andrew, I'm not sorry for holding you accountable for lying in front of people in church saying that you're straight. I don't believe that you're straight. I don't. But that the bulk of what I was saying was not supposed to be directed directly towards you. It's towards anybody who acts that way. And for me, you became that flesh acheron because I listen to your viral quote every goddamn day.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I thought I like women. Women.
And it's very entertaining. But at the same time, it's almost like, well, it's so many questions. It's like, how are you raised for you to want to change who you are anyway? You know, why do you feel like you're not good enough as a gay male? You know, why do you feel the need to say that you don't want to confess the things you want to do? Why do you feel the need to appease this and just living your authenticity? And I think that's the core of where my frustration is with you and people who act like you. It takes a level of bravery to be who you are. Okay? It do. But, and maybe not everybody is dealt that card. I don't know. And I'm not Christian, so maybe I shouldn't care too much. But if I was a Christian, I would applaud a witch like me for calling that shit out. Because he got your community looking even worse than it already do. More judgmental than it already do. When I can clearly look at him, and it's not in his mannerisms, it's not in any of that. It's the fact that he's a gay male talking about he's straight with a sissified walk worse than goddamn mine. And let me be clear, you know, my assertion stands on the fact that he's also a troll telling women that he's going to murder them on his live video. Now, you're a gay male who's claiming to be straight, talking about you're gonna murder and sue women. Stop. Just be you. You're not that hard, bro. You're not that hard, bro. You're not that hard. But it's okay. Maybe your family said they would disown you if you don't change. I don't know what you went through, you know. But what I do know is that there's a little boy in the back of that church who watched you do that and is going to repeat the same cycle. And he will never be able to be comfortable being himself or breaking away from the judgmental chains religion puts on us because of people like you perpetuating that narrative. And I don't want this to be no gay bash, gay this, gay that, none of that. And I know that sometimes my entertainment gets in the way of my intelligence, or my intelligence gets in the way of my entertainment, or vice versa. But I'm saying that to say this, you're part of a problem. Okay? The DL community is a problem. And notice how I was talking about, you know, niggas, I said gay for pay in that same reading. I mean that shit, bro. It's a whole lot of niggas out here that ain't gay for real. But they'll sit up here and trick a gay person just to use them for status, clout, money. Whole time got a bitch benefiting off of what you doing. Ask me how I know. I think that this week, if anything, it spawned me being fed up with a lot of things. And with my platform, I want to tread lightly because I don't ever want anybody to feel like I'm bullying them. Because we get that rep, my squad gets that rep, that we're bullies of the internet, and I do not believe we are. I believe that we're fixers. And motherfuckers who broke don't want to be fixed. But you gonna get fixed today? Okay? I'm sorry. Be you, bro. That's all I was trying to fucking say. Be you. I just, and then it's like, to claim a religion did this. Is that a religion you even want to be a part of? And I'm not trying to convert nobody to anything else that they believe in. I'm not. And somebody said maybe it's not easy for him. Do you think it's fucking easy for me to grow up in North Carolina in the fucking South and choose to adorn myself in non-gender conforming clothing just to have somebody walk up in front of a pulpit and all of a sudden your whole truth is changed? It might not be easy, but look at me. Look at my reality. I take it personally because you subconsciously are coming for those who live authentically. It's not cool. So you can have empathy. Yeah, you can have empathy. Oh, let's cradle him. But he made a spectacle not only out of church, but out of the homosexual community. And then he exploited it for clout. So it's time for some judification. That's all I'm saying. It's time for judification. It's time for, you know, and then I'll take the bad rap of, you know, coming for another gay person or whatever, but it's not him. It's what he represents. The one that got a whole family, takes trips to Aruba every year. Where the fuck you think he at? Sucking dick. Bringing your girl back. Syphilis and gonorrhea. You think that's right? And you don't understand how this relates to that? You got those people who will cradle a nigga. I ain't her. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you like a shot of goddamn gay adrenaline. Okay, you gonna feel it. Cause that's the only way you gonna change. That's the only way to change the world. You gotta feel somebody advocating for something other than, oh yeah, babe, I'm just chilling with my bros, bro. Not knowing that you getting gang banged up the ass and then want to talk about being damn delivered.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more.
So I want to be very clear about that. You know, Andrew, you're just an example. There's millions of people like you out there in the world. There's millions of people, and I've been finessed by people like that. You know, I've been downgraded by people like that. When I've been made fun of by people like that. When I choose to walk in my authenticity. And that is where I was trying to go with my emotions that day. And as you can see, I'm still very passionate about it. Which lets me know I really am going to be in politics one day. I'm really going to have to do this. Because I feel like acceptance is not taught. And if you grew up as Mormon or something like that, and you know you want to suck the uncircumcised dick of the pastor because he chooses not to wear any underwear in a church, pulling little boys to the back of the cathedral to count dollar bills, but really and truly counting how many nuts he can bust in their mouth. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
You gotta do it.
Let's talk about it.
You don't have to worry about
Let's
me.
talk about
You
it.
don't have to worry
Let's talk about it.
me.
Let's talk about it. Or how that basketball coach that your mama was fucking left you at home with your child, and the next thing you know, your child ain't acting the same, don't want to play basketball no more. His whole attitude changed, and you still fucking that same nigga. Pedophilistic. And that ain't got nothing to do with homosexuality. They pinned the two and two together. But if those gay niggas had an outlet, they wouldn't be taking advantage of children who have no choice. And in order to create that, we have to address the fucking problem. And the problem is... First of all, niggas who's gay claiming they straight. Problem. 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 Secondly, gay niggas who don't respect straight niggas' boundaries. Problem. 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 Turn this shit off. Third thing, nobody's correcting the issue. We're sweeping it under the rug, bitch. That's what we're doing. And if you sweep it under the rug, it's gonna mold.
Wait a minute.
It's no shade. So forgive me for being merci Bootz yesterday. That's the French version of messy boots, bitch, because I was. That boy ain't do nothing to me.